morning, good evening, or good afternoon, folks. Where am I? Sat on my driving at home. As I say, sad life, not that bad. I got my brother Brian here next to me. We're off to Torquay in the Nissan Leaf. It's not showing the mileage yet. It's saying 144 on the sat nav, but sometimes with these Nissans, when you set off and drive, it changes. But we'll see what happens on that. But basically, on my guessometer, which I'll show you in a minute, this is a Nissan Leaf 40 kilowatt 2000, late 2018. It's the connector model. It has got a few extras. It's a great Leaf, high mileage, but in good working order, a bit like me. If I say any more, don't forget to like and subscribe. We're having 2 days down Torquay. I preferred really to go in my Passat. Your brother Brian said, well, let's go in your Leaf, give it a try, the experience of range anxiety. We'll see how we get on. And I have been to Blackpool, disappointed with the chargers at the motorways on the way to Blackpool. This is what puts people off getting Leafs. But the beauty myself is that charging at home, it's 9p a kilowatt. On the motorway, I've got to pay about 70, so there's a big difference. That's why it's cheaper to use your normal car. But anyway, we're going to see how we get on. I'm just going to spin you round. On the guessometer, it says I've got 140 miles. I'm fully charged. Bear in mind, this is a very high mileage Leaf, but the battery's on 11 bars. They're on 12 when they're new, so it's pretty good. So what I'm going to do, I've got a spare GoPro as well. Brian's going to do the odd clip when I'm pulling up, or I might say film here now, Bri, and then we'll update you as we go along. So we're going for Torquay for 2 nights at the Ashley Court 5-star hotel. That'll be on another video, so we'll catch you all in a bit, and thanks for joining me. Right, the sat nav, now I've come onto the road, it's 170 miles. We are going a different route to the sat nav, so we might be doing a bit less than that. So we just set off now. We're on Greensward Lane. We ain't got very far. We've just pulled up to do this clip. It's a lovely day, so we'll see you all in a bit. Yeah, greetings folks from the Aero 12 this time. Yeah, we've got the cruise control on ProPilot, which you can just have your fingers lightly on the steering wheel and it will steer. Now if I take my hands off, I'm not gonna, but if I did, what would happen? After so many seconds it gives you like a bleep, and then if you kept them off longer it would put the hazard lights on and come to a stop. So yeah, so we've got ProPilot. On this Leaf, ProPilot's an extra, so I'm lucky it's got that. That's just me dash cam telling me there's a speed camera alerted somewhere. So yeah, it's all going well, nice and relaxing, cruising along. So we got 130 miles to go and 105 range on the battery, but there's plenty of, it shows 3, there's one in 31 miles. We'll see how the battery is when we get to that. We might pull in and have a splash and dash. So join me a bit further along. Okay, Brian? Yeah, greetings folks from Michael Wood Services. We stopped for a splash but not a dash. My brother needs to use the restroom.
Proceed to the highlighted route. So, you might not be able to reach destination.
We know that. I'll just turn that down a little bit. So we've now done 80. Oh no, it's not showing how many miles I've done at the moment. When you put a Nissan Leaf on, where it tells you your trip, you get a seatbelt sign for a few minutes. So I'm not sure how many miles we've done, but I'll give you a swing round. We've got 58% left on the battery, and we got, that's giving me, the guessometer says 82 miles of range. We've got about 110 miles to go, so it's all going well. Oh yeah, it's actually, we've done 54 miles so far. It's been a nice drive. There's two chargers here. There's nobody at these chargers, but it's not worth putting anything in the battery yet. But hopefully we're going to stop when we get under 50% just to give it the splash and dash. So that's how it's all going. Thanks for joining me. Car's going great, and we'll see you in a bit. Right, so we're now charging the car up, but we're only getting 17 kilowatts because there's another car charging the CCS. He's on 80%, he's getting 19, but hopefully when he comes off, there's my improve. I'll leave it on the CCS for now. But as you can see, this one here is out of order, so you know it's absolutely rubbish to have a motorway services. I've been having Nissan's Leaf for 7 years, and just to have 2 charging points is absolutely rubbish. Anyway, we'll see in a bit. Yeah, so there we are. We've got the Chademo in. It is rubbish that only 2 points, so I'm going to use the restroom now. Right, well we're still charging. Well, we're at 75%. We've been here half an hour now. We're only on 45. We're going to charge to 80, but it's been very slow, the charger. It does slow down when you get down to 80, but it was, whether it's because it was charging the other car as well, but it's a bit naff really, but just disappointing. Swing you around to me. Yeah, it's disappointing there's only one charger. If you work out how many 1,000 or million electric cars there are on the road, and you just got one charger. I mean, if they had the petrol station here, just had one pump, there'd be an uproar, you know, especially if it was in France. You know, it is disappointing, and also that the Nissan uses the Chademo, and they are phasing that out eventually. It will be some time yet, but the reason I've come in my car today is because my brother wanted to experience the journey in a Nissan Leaf, a bit of a longer range, so, and he's paying as well for this charge. So we'll see in a bit before we leave. Thanks for joining me. Right, well, we've been here for 41 minutes and we've gone from 43% to 83. It's very slow charging. Again, I love my Leaf for what I use it for, just charging at home and use it with its range. It's great, but if you've got to rely on charging stations, behind me up there is Tesla. There's about 8 or more charging points. They're all full of Teslas. Here we are, the normal EV, which is the average person can afford. One measly charging point, which to me is running a bit slow. So we're coming off now. We're going to hopefully have another splash and top up before we end the motorway to head to Torquay. So we'll see you in a bit. Thanks for joining me. Just give you another look round. Brian's going to just tap his card on there in a second. That'll get us disconnected. We'll see you in a bit, folks. Yeah, just going across to the services. I'm just going to swing round. There's my wheels over there. It's alright, it's a lovely day. The fuel's a bit pricey, 185. That's sky high price. Leaf's going well, no problems, and we'll catch you in a bit. Right, had my Happy Meal to cheer me up. We're just heading over to the wheels now. Swinging around, so it's a long lead on that. Let's go and see how we're doing. Welcome to dual charging. Right, well, 91%. We've been here 38 minutes, so I'll let Brian do the. You won't be able to see where we were, Brian, on that. Whether you can see how much it does cost. Did it do anything? I think so. Yeah, greetings folks. Well, we've now arrived at the Ashley Court Hotel in Torquay. We've got about 54% left on the battery. I'll give you another update once I've checked in from the part of the car around the back. So I'll see you in a minute. The music, so I'll start from here. Right, yeah, so we've got 77 miles left on the GOM, 56% of the battery. So I'll end the video up in my room actually, because I want to discuss about the journey. So we'll see in a bit. Yeah, greetings folks, or hello world. Regarding the journey down in the Leaf, it was a nice drive. I went about 55-60 mile an hour, used the ProPilot some of the way, that worked well. Yeah, it was a nice drive down there. Brian, I think, spent £16 at the chargers. We still got 50% of the battery left, so if you probably added another, because obviously I charge at home cheap, it's 9p a kilowatt. On the motorway it's 69, so you do get stitched up a bit. But if you were charging it motorway prices, it probably cost about £24 to come down here, which I think my diesel Passat would have done it for probably less than that, all the same. Great drive down, loved, you know, the Leaf, it was brilliant. The only thing that's disappointed with the services, the one had only got one charger and the other one had got two, but the one was covered over. In 7 years since I had my first Leaf, it's gone backwards as far as I'm concerned, because Nissan used to have the chargers used to say Nissan on them, so I don't know what happened to all those. I mean, like Tesla had their support and got that. Nissan paid for a lot of chargers to be put everywhere, so I don't know where they've all gone. Yeah, it's very poor, because the motorway is their main, you know, if you want to go somewhere for a long journey, you generally going on the motorway, so you would have thought there'd been some good charging setups, and very disappointed. I mainly use my car just to use in its range. I did with the other one, and it's perfect, but as regards to going long range distances, you know, it's a bit of a pain. And plus the chargers, they're supposed to do like 40 kilowatt or something like that, and they were only doing like 19. Very slow chargers as well, the rapid chargers, they weren't very good. So yeah, so that's it, that's the little journey down here. If you're a regular, there'll be videos on the hotel and Torquay. Check all my videos out, and if you could subscribe. So I'm ending the video now, so as usual, so don't forget to like and subscribe. It's a big thumbs up from me to everybody. Thanks for watching, and let's hope there's peace in Ukraine and peace in Torquay here. My knee's playing a bit, so I didn't bring the bike, so I'm not going to do too much walking around, but we'll be having a look around Torquay, so check those videos out. And that's the end now, so see you all on the next one. Thanks for joining me. Bye folks.